2024 Predator Pro Billiard Series in Puerto Rico, an event I feel was the best of this year and last year, and that includes the Mosconi Cups, tonight on the Tang Clan. Greetings, friends of the felt. Thank you guys for being here. Predator Pro Billiard Series in Puerto Rico. Tell me you guys seen this. What an event from start to finish. Multiple disciplines, multiple events. We had a women's world 10 ball, a men's world 10 ball open. We had mixed scotch doubles. We had Challenge of Champions, which was awesome. That's your world champion from 8 ball, 9 ball, and 10 ball competing for the best. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. Normally on the show, we're discussing products and the tools of the pool game, but I just felt like this event was so exciting for me as a pool fan that I just wanted to recap things real quick and share it with you guys. And hopefully you guys watch this because it was awesome. And I know there's a lot of Matchroom shills out there, but this event was to me it sets the bar very high. And one good thing about Predator Pro Billiard Series, as opposed to Matchroom stuff, is it's absolutely 100% free. They broadcast everything, and it's absolutely free. You're not signing up for a 2-month, $25 a month contract for DAZN. So I hope you guys, if you haven't watched this, I hope you go back and find their YouTube channel and take a look at it because it blew minds. As always on my show, we do ladies first. We're going to start off with the Women's World 10 Ball Championships. I'm not going to bore everybody with the rundown from every round. We're going to start with the semis, and then we'll talk about the championship. Semifinal number 1 featured Sosoa and Cheska Centeno, two very up-and-coming women pool players. Sosoa came out the victor, 3-1. They both split the first 2 sets, and then Sosoa won the last 2. Cheska Centeno is a very fast-paced fireballer, but Sosoa has this slow, methodical pace to her, and I think that really quelled what Cheska does, and it really shut down her game. So Sosoa took that semifinal, and she's into the finals. And the second semifinal was Christina Tkach versus Jasmine Ocean, which is a all-star semifinal match. Both Predator players, both phenomenal world champions. Jasmine Ocean, I think she has more women's titles across the board than anybody put together. So this was one I expected to go Jasmine's way, but this is the year of the Tkach, man. She is playing out of her mind. I think she's finally at a point where her game has matured. You know, obviously her practice partner is no slouch himself, being Fader. So she's I think she's seeing the game from all angles now, and she's really playing outstanding. So Christina lost the first set, and I don't know. At that point, you kind of could assume that Jasmine was gonna run away with this. Jasmine is a seasoned pro, and Christina matched everything that Jasmine threw at her, and it's really just a testament of where Christina is right now, because she's not just the young player on the tour. She's a seasoned pro also, and she wound up defeating Jasmine 3-1. So your final is going to be Christina Tkach and So. And I got to tell you, if you watch one match from this whole tournament, this has got to be the one. It went over 4 hours. Fucking brilliant. So could have easily won this match. I think she kind of changed up her game a little bit, and she tightened up. You kind of tell that the nerves were taken over for that point, because when she tightened up, she wound up dogging a few money balls, and that was key to Christina hanging around. Down 1 set and down 3-1 in the second, Christina clearly didn't have her best game, but she fought, she hung tough, she worked her safety game, and she made So make mistakes, which Christina capitalized on. Set 3 went hill. So took the third set. Then Christina took the fourth. And then finally, the fifth and deciding set. This is where Christina showed up and showed out because she whooped So-So the set 4-0 to claim her first women's world 10-ball championship. This is huge for Christina because she won her first WPBA title this year, and now she finally on the world scale, she finally won a championship. She really showed her emotion in this. Like, she put her head down and she was like collecting her thoughts. She lay it on the floor. She was so excited. I felt so happy for her. I reached out and messaged her right away because I was just so happy for her. She's a women's player that I've probably followed her career from day one, and I really enjoy her game. And it's exciting, man. When you see these players and it finally clicks for them, and they start leveling up and dominating. I'm so happy for her. I'm so happy for Christina. So Christina Tkach, not only is she won on the WPBA level this year, but she is also your Predator Women's World 10-ball champion. Congrats, Christina. Next up is the mixed doubles. Han Yu and Wu Ku Lin are your champions, and they beat Vitaly Patsura and Wei Wei 4-3 and 4-0. This is part of the tournament that I had high hopes for because there was certain teams in this mixed double tournament that you were like, wow, these two together, there's going to be some killers. I mean, we had Robbie Capito and So-So and Josh and Pia Filler, Albin and Jasmine Ocean. We had Christina and Fedor playing together. There was a lot of great teams. But what's funny is they all went out the first day, which is crazy. To me, the runners-up, Vitaly Patsura and Wei Wei, had the best communication. And that's what Scotch doubles is about. It's about communication. Can you get the ball here? You know, what do you think? You know, you gotta constantly talk to each other because it's not like it's just you on the table to where everything's in your map is in your head. You have to communicate and merge your skills together. And to me, they did it best. And it's no surprise that they made the semifinal, which was a team I never really would have picked because obviously when you get the Fillers and the Oceans and Fedor and Christina, you know, obviously those are teams that stand out to you and those are teams that you think make the finals. But Vitaly and Wei Wei played great, but in the end they lost to Han Yu and Wu Kun Lin. So congratulations to you guys. That was a fun tournament to see, or a fun event to see. Next up is the marquee portion of the event, the Challenge of Champions. This one was something I was really excited about. I keep saying I'm excited over every portion of this event. I really loved every second of this. So the Challenge of Champions was something I thought was outstanding put on by Predator. You have your 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball champion, which is Josh Filler, Fedor Gorst, and Carlo Beato. The reigning champion from each discipline goes directly into the final, and then the other two play in a semifinal to determine who's going to be playing in the final together. It's 3 players, $36,000 prize fund. Each discipline champion took home $5,000, and the runner-up took home $2,000. Starting with 8-ball, where your world champion was Josh Filler, who went directly into the finals. So Carlo Beato and Fedor Gorst battled for a chance to meet up with Josh Filler in the finals. Fedor beat Carlo Beato 8-6, and then went on to the finals against Josh Filler, where he also beat Josh Filler 8-6. So now the Challenge of Champions, grand champion of 8-ball is Fedor Gorst. Moving right along to 9-ball, obviously Fedor is your champion there. Semifinal had Carlo Beato versus Josh Filler. Carlo went over Josh Filler 2-1 to meet Fedor in the finals. And that's where Fedor shut out Carlo Beato 2-0. 9-ball grand champion is also Fedor Gorst. Now to the 10-ball portion of the Challenge of Champions. Semifinal had Josh Filler versus Fedor Gorst. And here's where Josh Filler starts to take stride. He wound up beating Fedor 2-0 to meet Carlo in the finals, where Josh shut out Carlo Beato 2-0. So your 10-ball grand champion is Josh Filler. And they did a whole points thing where if you won or finished runner-up or third place in all of the collective divisions, it went on to become who's the grand champion of the Challenge of Champions. So in the standings, Josh Filler edged out Fedor. So Josh Filler, the grand champion of the Challenge of Champions. So that's a $15,000 prize for him, plus the purses for the 8, 9, and 10-ball disciplines. But what a year for Fedor, man. He's continually just crushing it this year. Just when you think he's plateaued, he takes it one step further, and that continues the ever growing conversation about who the best in the world is currently. I'm always going to stand by Josh Filler. I feel like he's at the point where I feel he's the best in the world. Other people are going to say Fedor's the best in the world. This is one way you can kind of separate them. At this point right now, Fedor is probably just slightly inching ahead of Josh Filler, and that's who that benefits us as the pool fan, because that's great for the sport, to where you have multiple guys. You don't just have one Michael Jordan, like you have two Michael Jordans now, plus all the great up and coming pool players. It's a good time to be a pool player and a pool fan right now. This is outstanding pool we're witnessing. Last but not least is the men's 10-ball open, with a $64,000 prize purse, where the champion takes home 19 grand. And everybody up until about the 16th to 20th place is going to take home at least 1,500 to a grand. And that's outstanding, because we see a lot of times with these matchroom events where if you're not finishing in the top 10, you're just not getting paid. And that's, I hate to see it, because if you're spending on travel and room and board and food, you want to take home something to show for it. And this is what I like about these WPBA Predator series. Guys are getting paid, and that's good to see. Your men's 10-ball champion is Ukrainian Vitaly Patsura. Vitaly is a guy who I think is poised to break out and shit all over 2025. I see multiple Mosconi and Reyes Cups in Vitaly's future, not to mention he's also a fan of my shows and my page. He's always one of the first to view the posts. He's polite and grateful to me, which makes me want to respect him and cheer for him that much more. So once again, this was a real good event. Some of the names that stood out for me in the that were quarterfinalists were Alex Kazakis, Mika Immonen. To me, the match of this tournament was Mika beating Josh Filler. Mika, for all he's going through in these past couple years with his health and everything like that, he looked outstanding. He played with pace. He played with confidence. He was totally flawless, and he kicked the crap out of Josh Filler this round. So in the semis, we had Fedor Gorst and Carlo Beato, where Fedor took that 2-0. And then the other semifinal had Vitaly beating Albin Ocean 2-1. So here we are in the final with Eastern Euro buddies, Vitaly Patsura and Fedor Gorst. This one was Vitaly's day from start to finish. He blanked Fedor 2-0. Like I said earlier, we're poised to see Vitaly Patsura just take charge in 2025. I see him trending upward and onward, and I'm excited to see that. You can tell the close friendship that Vitaly and Fedor have when they were giving Vitaly the trophy. Fedor just looked so happy for him. And the same with Christina, too. The three of them stood there taking pictures, and Christina was smiling, and they were all so proud of Vitaly. It looked like here's Christina and Fedor, two players who are just coming into their own now, to see their close buddy take home some hardware, and the three of them, like this Eastern Euro triumvirate of top players, man. It must be so cool for them to be close friends and to each be sharing success like that. That's outstanding. It's one thing to have success in your career, but when you share it with friends and family, that's another thing, and that makes it that much more special. So that's about it. Like I said before, we're normally talking about product and player sponsorships and all that stuff. But this tournament to me was just too exciting and too good to pass up, not to recap. So Predator Pro Billiard Series 2024 in Puerto Rico. I hope you guys who didn't see it go back and watch it. And obviously it's there for free, and you can catch it anytime. Just A1A pool, 4 top-notch events that each one I enjoyed a little bit more than the next. I hope they do more of this stuff, and obviously I hope it continues next year. Like I tell you guys in every show and every post that I do, thank you. I want to thank you guys for the support and the feedback and the likes and the comments and the shares. That means so much to me. If I can ask you again to please keep it up, it supports me. It obviously makes me want to do that much more for this channel and continuously growing it. And thank you. You guys always know where you can find me. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, The Gangster Pool. Don't be shy. Drop me a line. Let's chat some pool. Once again, I want to thank you guys for being here. Until the next time, take care.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.